Hey guys, welcome back to KP. Today I have a part 2 of easy fidget spinner tricks. No, the original finger swap looks like this. Oops. Like this. Swapping fingers like that. This is another version of the finger swap. This is much easier and a great way to start off learning this trick. So what you're going to do is you're doing the same thing, except you're keeping your thumb on top and you're just kind of bouncing it up so it presses against your thumb in midair like that, and you're going to swap fingers like this. Okay, so in slow motion,
you're basically just lifting up and catching.
So, let's see, right here, you have it spinning, you lift up and catch it. Okay? Number 2, this one I like to call the Statue of Liberty. And let me get down so you can see this better. But basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take your index finger. I usually use my middle finger, but for normal fidget spinner tricks, but for this one I like to use my index finger. So you're going to put your index finger so that the pad of it is basically in the very middle of the cap. Okay? Hard spin. And let me get down so I can show you. And you're just going to lift it up on the tip like that, and the farther on the tip you go, the more straight up you can be. Alright, trick number 3. This is a pretty simple trick. It does require a little bit of balance with your hands, but this is a pretty easy trick that still looks cool. So you're going to spin it, and you're going to bounce it on your middle finger. And you're going to take the middle finger on your other hand, or your index finger, it doesn't matter, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. You're going to put it on top, and you're just going to flip it over and then bounce it there. Okay, so you can do it from your left hand to your right. Just flip it over like that. You do it from your index to your thumb, like this maybe. Whichever way you do it, it looks cool and it's a really easy trick. Alright, trick number 4 is called the wiggle. This one is a really easy trick to do, and as long as you can bounce it on one finger, you have this trick down already. So, good spin, and all you're doing is you're going to wiggle it back and forth like that. Oops. Just like that. Pretty easy, just kind of move your hand back and forth. If it starts to slip off, do the other finger swap, and you can just kind of swap it back on until it's in the right place, and then you can keep doing it. Alright, for trick number 5, we have the frisbee toss. So this one, I actually made up this trick. I think this is a really cool trick. Basically what you're doing is you're going to grab it by one of the arms here, and you're going to throw it up into the air like a frisbee. You're not going to throw it like far, just in place. So just like that, kind of. Like that. And you're going to catch it in the center, but like this. Not like this, like that. So here. It takes a few tries for me to do it. There we go. This is a bit more complex of a trick, but if you can do tricks like tossing it from one hand to the other, you can for sure learn to do this one. There we go. Yes, guys, I gave you a bonus trick. This video is only supposed to have 5, but I thought of one more. This one's a really difficult trick to do, and if you're just starting off with fidget spinners, you don't need to try this, but if you think you're good at tricks, I say attempt at this. This is a cool trick. So, what you're going to do, you got to give it a good spin, and you're going to balance it on one finger. I prefer my middle finger. And you're going to toss it up into the air, just like you were swapping fingers, but you're going to toss it high, so you have time to flip over your hand and catch it, just like that. This is just another great trick to add to your, like if you're performing tricks, you're going to want to like swap fingers. You're going to want to toss it to your other hand, and maybe swap fingers, and bounce it, toss it up into the air and catch it like that. It's just another one of those cool tricks to add to your collection of fidget spinner tricks. So that's pretty much it for the video. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and KP signing off.